Welcome to the Follow Me drama tutorial. In this video, you'll learn the full choreography for Follow Me, broken down step by step. Like our other DRIME tutorials, the choreography is divided into sections. Each section includes a training portion, where movements are taught slowly without music, followed by a practice portion, where the choreography is done up to speed with music. Feel free to pause the video at any time to practice or go back to review a section already learned. For today's tutorial, Jesus will be performed by Eli, and Human will be performed by Becca. This video is mirrored, which means when the actors move their right hand, you should also be moving your right hand. Before you assign roles to your team, here is the full drama with music. Now that you have seen what each character does in the drama, pause the video and assign roles to your team. You will also need a rag for this drama that Jesus starts with in his left pocket. Jesus and Human begin back to back, about 2 feet apart, with Jesus facing the audience. Both heads are down, with feet shoulder width apart. Hands are relaxed at sides. At the top of the song, the tinkling music, Jesus lifts his head and rubs hands together slowly, as if preparing something sacred and exciting, for 16 counts or 4 measures. On the first bong, Jesus breathes the word into creation, sending breath downstage for 8 counts, smiling as he sees the world coming to life before him. On the second bong, Jesus creates the sky to stage right for 8 counts. Imagine you are seeing a beautiful sunrise. On the third bong, Jesus crouches low and creates the ground to stage left for 8 counts. Imagine you are seeing grass quickly grow and a stream flowing in front of you. On the fourth bong, Jesus creates living things to stage left, breathing again and rising to stand. There is obvious joy on his face as he creates an animal and sees it run or fly. Let's do the creation section again without music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now with music. On the fifth bong, when you hear faint drumming, Jesus begins to create the human. On counts 1 and 2, Jesus takes his own heart, looks at it lovingly on counts 3 and 4, then gently pushes it towards the audience to indicate giving it to the human for 4 counts. On the sixth bong, for counts 1 to 4, Jesus looks at his arms, preparing to create human's arms in his likeness. On counts 5 and 6, Jesus creates an arm in front of him, on his right, while Human sways her left arm out in a ripple. On counts 7 and 8, Jesus creates another arm, on his left, while Human sways her right arm out. On the seventh bong, for counts 1 through 4, Jesus looks at his legs. On counts 5 and 6, Jesus creates a leg in front of him, on his right, while Human steps out with her left leg. On counts 7 and 8, Jesus creates another leg, on his left, while Human steps out with her right leg. On the eighth bong, for counts 1 to 7, Jesus joyfully creates eyes and mouth in front of him, as if he is finger painting. He can use either hand for this. During these 7 counts, Human slowly sways her head back and forth. On count 8, the prominent drum, Jesus brings hands to mouth, preparing to breathe life into Human, while also shifting weight to step backwards diagonally to the left on the next count. Also on count 8, Human snaps her head up and shifts weight to her left foot. On count 1 of the next measure, another prominent beat, Jesus will energetically throw his arms out wide while stepping backwards diagonally to the left. Human will pivot on her left foot to face the audience. Let's do the human creation section again without music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now with music. We are going to start this section on the count 1 we ended on in the last section. Jesus will energetically throw his arms out wide while stepping backwards diagonally to the left. Human will pivot on her left foot to face the audience. Over the next 7 counts, Human looks around in awe, takes a couple steps forward, and stumbles. Immediately, when Human stumbles, Jesus runs in and catches her. Jesus should be full of joy and fatherly love for Human. On the second bong, and over the next 8 counts, Human bows down facing Jesus, and Jesus crouches down to meet her and gently lifts her up. On the third bong, counts 1 through 4, Jesus motions for Human to follow him a couple steps to stage left, where Human stands slightly to Jesus' right. For 4 counts, Human watches as Jesus lifts his arms in praise to God and lowers his arms in prayer. On the 4th bong, counts 1 to 4, Jesus moves back to center stage. Human follows to Jesus' right, curious and watching intently. For 4 counts, Human watches Jesus extend his arms to the audience and then place his hands on his heart, indicating his love for his children. Let's do the fall into ministry section again without music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the 5th bong, counts 1 and 2, Jesus motions picking up bread from a basket to his right. On counts 3 and 4, he rips the bread in half. And on counts 5 through 8, he passes out the bread to people in front of him. Human watches. On the 6th bong, Jesus repeats the feeding motions, but this time, Human joins him. Together, for 8 counts, they feed the poor, making it look natural as they take a step towards one person, bend down to another, and face different directions. Human can take from the same basket as Jesus, or motion like they have their own on their right. On the 7th bong, for 8 counts, they again repeat the feeding motions. On the 8th bong, Human continues the feeding motions for counts 1 and 2, but does not finish, as Jesus guides Human gently down toward the floor. Human should sit with her legs in front of her, facing downstage left. As Jesus lowers Human, he takes out the cloth from his pocket. Jesus should be ready to wash Human's feet by count 8. Let's do the feeding section again without music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jesus begins washing Human's feet the way a parent would wash their child's scrapes after a fall. After 2 counts of washing, Human scoots back in horror that Jesus is washing her feet for 2 counts. Human stands up for 2 counts and then takes 6 counts to convey that they are helping Jesus serve others, not be served by Jesus. These 6 counts could look like shaking her head, pointing at herself, and gesturing to the audience as the people she is serving, and even picking up the cloth and throwing it at Jesus' chest. You do not need to incorporate all of these movements if they are too fast. The goal is communicating that Human does not want her feet to be washed by Jesus. During these 6 counts, Jesus stands up and graciously listens while being saddened that Human does not understand. For the next 2 counts, counts 5 and 6, Human rejects Jesus with one arm and steps towards center stage facing the audience. Jesus shows hurt on his face as she rejects. On counts 7 and 8, Jesus stands behind Human with a couple of feet between them, facing the back with the cloth in his pocket. Let's do the foot washing section again without music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now from the top of the drama with music. In this next section, Jesus and Human are doing different actions while rotating positions. Jesus is showing his rhythm of solitude with the Father, preaching and healing, and breaking bread. Human is showing a timeline of the following years: attending school, landing a job, moving up the corporate ladder, letting anger fester, and then losing everything. The characters rotate positions 5 times, always on count 7 and 8. Imagine a square drawn on the floor. You will step from one side of the square to the next, counterclockwise, always facing outward. To move positions, both characters take their right foot, step behind their left, and then pivot to face outward. Jesus should now be facing stage right and Human stage left. And again, right foot behind left, pivot, and face out. Let's do just the footwork for this section without music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eli and Becca will both face forward as we learn the arms, so you can see the actions. They will step on the spot to show rotating positions. Jesus starts this section by raising his arms up in praise for 4 counts, and then down in prayer for 2 counts. On counts 7 and 8, Jesus rotates positions. During the same 8 counts, Human opens a textbook for 2 counts, looking down. Then looks up at the teacher for 2 counts, then raises her hand to ask a question for 2 counts. On 7 and 8, Human rotates positions. Next, Jesus extends his arms out to preach for 4 counts, then brings his hands to his heart for 2 counts, before rotating positions on 7 and 8. At the same time, Human puts on a jacket for 2 counts and readies herself for a job interview for 4 counts. This could be slicking back your hair, tightening a tie, cracking your neck, or putting on lipstick. The actor can choose. Then rotating positions on 7 and 8. Next, Jesus picks up bread for 2 counts, rips the bread for 2 counts, eats the bread for 2 counts, and then rotates on counts 7 and 8. Jesus could close his eyes while breaking or eating the bread if he wants to. At the same time, Human shakes hands with a new boss for 2 counts, then shakes hands with another boss for 2 counts, and then signs her new contract for 2 counts, before moving positions on counts 7 and 8. At this point, Jesus starts repeating the actions, beginning again with praise for 4 counts, prayer for 2 counts, and rotating for 2 counts. At the same time, Human takes all 6 counts to write on a whiteboard as if she's pitching an idea, then rotating for 2 counts. Next, Jesus repeats the preaching actions, arms out for 4 counts, hands on heart for 2 counts, and move for 2 counts. At the same time, Human points angrily to stage right on count 1, points angrily at the ground on count 2, slaps one hand in the other on count 3, and points to stage left on count 4. The internal dialogue should be, "You, come here. I told you, go there." On counts 5 and 6, Human puts a cell phone to her ear and then moves on counts 7 and 8. Next, Jesus repeats the communion section, picks up bread for 2 counts, rips the bread for 2 counts, eats the bread for 2 counts, and then does not rotate on counts 7 and 8. Human takes the full 8 counts to talk on the cell phone, showing on her face that she is not happy. Let's do this section together without rotating and without music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now with rotating. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now with music. Feel free to pause here and try from the beginning of the drama with music. At this point, the music changes and becomes softer. Human is receiving devastating news on the phone, news that takes her to rock bottom. Jesus is watching her, his heart breaking for her. For the first 4 counts, Human is listening, with a furrowed brow and moving downstage left slightly, as Jesus turns around and watches. For the next 4 counts, she is yelling into the phone. On count 1, Human throws down her phone to the left of her body. Immediately, Jesus runs and puts a hand on her right shoulder. Human looks at Jesus and aggressively shrugs off his hand by the end of count 8. For the next 8 counts, Human gets angry at Jesus, accusing him of abandoning her and blaming him for her devastating news. This could include pointing for him to get away from her, gesturing to the broken phone, and flinging her arms out wide to indicate she believes Jesus was not there when she needed him, and how dare he show up now. While you are encouraged to copy Becca's actions, the actor has the freedom to try different actions that feel natural and raw. Jesus should show understanding and compassion on his face, while clearly showing his attempts to console her. Jesus pulls out the cloth subtly during this section. From here, Human takes 8 counts to grab Jesus by his shirt collar, walk him a few feet backwards at center stage, push him, and let go of his collar. On count 8, Jesus drops his cloth. Let's do the confrontation section without music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now with music. For 16 counts, Jesus slowly raises cupped hands in the air. His face should show the pain Jesus felt as he prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. During these 16 counts, Human moves downstage, distraught. 8 counts, downstage left, and 8 counts, downstage right. She has hit rock bottom and is trying to deal with it on her own. Jesus takes 8 counts to spread his arms out into praise, eyes closed. While he does that, Human takes 8 counts to sit on the ground to the right of Jesus' feet, exhausted. Jesus takes 8 counts to spread his arms into the cross position, ready to be crucified. At the same time, Human sees the cloth on the ground and picks it up. Let's do the cross section with music. Now is a good time to pause the tutorial again and try it from the beginning with music. As the music builds in the next section, so do the emotions. While Human is trying to save herself, Jesus is dying for her on the cross. The emotions are raw and full of desperation and should not be acted lightly. On beat 1 of the first 8 count, Jesus' right hand is nailed. Watch DRIME's Crucifixion and Resurrection tutorial for more tips on this. At the same time, Human begins to frantically scrub one foot for 8 counts. On beat 1 of the next 8 count, Jesus' left hand is nailed, while Human scrubs her other foot for 8 counts. On beat 1 of the next 8 count, Jesus' feet are nailed, while Human starts to slow down her movements as her crying increases for 8 counts. On beat 1 of the next 8 count, Jesus twists hands upward and looks to the Father without moving his arms, and holds while breathing heavily. Human also throws her hands up on beat 1 as a way to say, "Why have you forsaken me?" but soon drops her hands, throws the cloth near Jesus' feet, and cries on her knees by count 8. Jesus dies by dropping his wrists and head on count 1, and Human continues to cry for the full 8 counts. Over the next 8 counts, Jesus slowly lowers his arms, while Human continues to cry. On counts 1 and 2 of the next 16 counts, Jesus looks up at Human and then immediately crouches down next to her with his hands on her shoulder. He stays there, comforting her, looking up to heaven, and feeling her pain until count 16. Human can react to Jesus comforting, but should not look at him directly yet. Let's do the Crucifixion and Resurrection section without music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now with music. Jesus then takes 8 counts to pick up the cloth off the floor. Jesus takes 8 counts to wash Human's left foot, gently and lovingly. Human looks up, but is still catching her breath. Jesus takes 8 counts to wash Human's right foot. Human begins to wipe tears away, and both characters look at each other by count 8. Immediately, Human bows on the ground in worship for 8 counts. Jesus puts a hand on Human's shoulder. Over the next 8 counts, Jesus lifts Human up and faces Human, and puts the cloth back in his pocket. Human folds her arms and looks at the ground. Jesus has nothing but love for Human and is pursuing eye contact, while Human is feeling the need to look away. Jesus puts his right hand on Human's left shoulder for 2 counts. Jesus motions to heaven with his left hand for 2 counts, while Human follows with her eyes. Jesus looks at Human, smiling softly for 2 counts, while lowering his arm. Human nods while looking at the ground for 2 counts. Jesus bends his knees and gently raises Human's chin for 4 counts so he can look Human in the eye. Jesus puts his left hand on his heart for 2 counts. Human nods while looking at Jesus for 2 counts. Human slowly unfolds her arms for 4 counts to show that her hands are empty and she has nothing to offer him. Jesus initiates a hug for 4 counts. Alternatively, Jesus could clasp Human's hands together in his if your team prefers not to hug. Let's do these 2 sections again without music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now with music. Pause the video now to try up to this point from the beginning of the drama. In this final section of the drama, the music goes quiet again. For 8 counts, Jesus guides Human towards stage left, with Human downstage and slightly behind Jesus. Jesus lifts his left hand in praise for 2 counts, then his right hand in praise for 2 counts. Then Jesus lowers his hands in prayer for 2 counts, and then looking at Human for 2 counts. Human does these same actions, but 2 counts behind Jesus, as she is following his lead. Together, it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For 8 counts, Jesus guides Human towards stage right, with Human downstage and slightly behind Jesus. Jesus sweeps right hand out for 2 counts, left hand for 2 counts, both hands on heart for 2 counts, and 1 hand on Human's shoulder for 2 counts. Again, Human does the same actions, but 2 counts behind Jesus, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 4 counts, Jesus guides Human to center stage, but Human looks behind her and stumbles. In the next 4 counts, Jesus immediately catches Human and moves so he is directly facing her and can look her in the eye. Human looks relieved. For 8 counts, Jesus lowers Human to wash her feet, taking the cloth out of his pocket. Human should put her right foot under her left knee to prepare for the end position. Jesus washes Human's left foot for 8 counts, as Human watches content and grateful. In the final 8 counts, Jesus hands the cloth to Human and motions out to the audience. Then, both kneel facing forward, ready to wash the audience feet. Let's do the follow me section again without music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now with music. Now that you have learned Follow Me, we encourage you to return to the beginning of the video and practice the full drama with music, and revisit any sections you are not confident in. Thank you for learning this drama. We are praying that God uses Follow Me to draw people into relationship with Him, and that all would be willing to have their feet washed by Jesus.